our final morning together, and
Gosh,
so many thoughts were going through my mind last night, and I'm trying to collect a lot of what we talked about, and I want to package it up in a little present for you today to send you off, to make sure that you're ready to tackle through the end of the season, and then obviously continue on through the rest of your career. But we really want to make sure that we finish off this season strong. And it made me think of my friends Bob and Andrea. Have I told you about Bob and Andrea before? So Bob and Andrea, great couple, and it's actually the couple who introduced me to my husband, so they have a very special place in my heart. But when I first met Bob, and I worked with him for years, when we sold health insurance, and I was out of college, so I used to go into his office and we would just talk for hours about solving all the problems of the world. But I'd say to him, this was long before I met my husband, and I'd say, Bob, what's the secret to a good marriage? You know, you and Andrea, you get along so well. What's the secret to a good marriage? And he said, you know, Tiffany, when we got married, we made a decision. She would make all the small decisions, and I would make the big decisions. Because after 20 years of marriage, there's never been a big decision. And as we were talking yesterday, it made me remember them because so much of what we're talking about, it's all small things. None of it's big. It's not going to be the silver bullet that's going to change your life or change the course of your career. But when we put this combination together, you're going to see the difference. You know, Jack Canfield, in his book, Success Principles, talks about how you find that combination for success. And it's everywhere. The combination is there. You get to find it. And you get to put it together. And if you're familiar with Justin's Nut Butter, anybody buy his products? I heard him on a podcast one day. And when I teach overcoming objections, when I teach that class that I have, I use him as an example because he said when he wanted to get into Whole Foods, he could not, it was such a challenge to get into Whole Foods. And he kept hearing objection after objection. And so what he did is he wrote down every objection he was hearing and he practiced the ways to overcome it. And he came up with a combination in order to overcome every objection. And then at that point, there was never an objection that came up that he hadn't practiced for. He became very good at it. So it's the small things, right? It's maybe not one objection that hurts you, not two objections, but it's all these little objections that can start to hold you back. So it's taking that time to understand what it is so that you can move forward from it. So I hope today you can take away a lot of small things. And Maria, when you said, gosh, so many things are in my mind, we're going to go through that today. Okay. And we're going to make sure that everybody's got their priority list as to what you'll be working towards. So yeah, let's get started with that. And then I've got my final closing thoughts that I want to leave you with. So if everyone can write down, we've gone through a lot, 10 things, your 10 takeaways that you're thinking, these are the things I want to do.